Welcome, everybody, to another Georgia Archery podcast. And I'm your host, Big John Chandler. And this is where we talk about, well, anything and everything to do with archery in the state of Georgia, and Georgia archers, wherever they may shoot. And I have my buddy, my co host, my friend, Robbie Surface. What's up, Rob?
What's going on, dude?
How's the world treating you, brother?
Oh, just doing the thing.
Doing the
Beginning
thing.
stages, the beginning stages of getting busy.
Oh, getting busy.
Just trying to get geared up, make sure we got plenty of stock, and stay ahead on the strings and cable installs as much as I can. And you
One
know,
man band, baby.
yeah, one man band, and got a house purchase going on, and just raising little girls. Just doing the everyday life
Doing,
thing. How about yourself?
doing what you're doing. Yeah, we just about the same. Shop's been rolling on along. Going in early, leaving late, trying to get things made sure it's ahead of time, and
Yeah,
or at least,
quarter of the year.
yeah. Um, what'd you do this weekend?
You do that every time, and then I have to think about it.
You should, but see, I do it every time. You should already be prepared.
Well, you're right, but I'm never prepared. Um, I don't know, man. I just worked, and Sunday we went to church, and then we went to lunch. Then I had to go out. Okay, yeah, that's right. I had to go to a customer's house and help them get a site tape set because they're getting ready to go to Texas. It's at the end of this week, I guess. In the next couple of days, they're leaving for Texas. Um, and
Mhm.
done that, and then left there and stopped by Lowe's and looked at some refrigerators, and I think we're going to look at a washer and dryer. So we just kind of went and peeked around.
Got to get all the little stuff going, huh?
Yeah, yeah, just all that little nitpick little stuff. Just
For
kind of
sure. Odds and ends.
enjoyed a couple of days off is what I did ultimately.
That's good. That's awesome. Um, Saturday, everybody saw pictures. We were at the uh, ASA State Championship,
Hmm.
and we were there on Sunday also. So that's what I did all weekend. And on Monday, I didn't do my honeydew list and
You didn't do your honeydew list?
not everything. I
You're in
was
trouble.
I was relaxing and enjoying my little bit of one day, whatever, and then went into work early, to start off the week, and did that 2 days now.
Yeah.
Trying to get everything going, so you know how it is.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm very familiar.
Well, anyway, since we had a good
There
since we had a good weekend,
was a couple of shoots this weekend, was there not?
there were a few things going on. Who shot this weekend, Robbie?
Well, old River Bottom Outdoors hosted the state ASA shoot, the state shoot, the end of the year shoot,
Championship.
the last of the Mohegans, the championship,
Yep.
where they shot not only to win the tournament, but several classes also determined shooter of the year.
Yep. So you had two chances. If you were in running for shooter of the year, this score counts no matter what.
Hmm.
And you could be a state champ because this is state championship, and you could get shooter of the year belt buckle. So there were several that got both, and then there were several who didn't. So um, there was they ended up with 165 total shooters.
That is stout.
140 of them were um, shooting for the championship.
So competing for in the running for shooter of the year and or
Yeah,
just
and or just championship. Yep, that
yeah.
was qualified to shoot the championship. So
That's one of the largest shoots of the year that was actually competing,
yep,
was it not?
like as far as the
Not
numbers that
not
we talked
ASA
about,
stuff,
no, no,
not national level stuff.
local state stuff.
165 archers
Yep.
competing at one time in one
Mhm.
place
2 days.
for 2 days
Hmm.
for one tournament.
That's right.
That's pretty stout.
And we'll hit the highlights on that in just a moment. But I wanted to say that's 165 shooters there, right?
Right.
Well, there was this other tournament going on the other side of the state,
Hmm.
which the GAA had their Georgia Cup over in Conyers. They had 101 shooters
So 266 archers competing this
archery.
weekend.
Yep,
Archers this weekend
in the state.
in the state,
That's a
and we're
lot.
talking adults and kids. This is
Yes.
not a, neither one of these two events were
Nope.
strictly for the kids or strictly for the adults. This is intermingling.
Yep.
You know, that's
That's-
it's good to see, man. It really is. I mean, that's a lot of arching going on in one weekend.
yeah. So, I was pleased to see the numbers. I was when Scott made his announcement that 140 is actually a little low for that championship.
Was it? Do you think it
160.
was because they were two events scheduled on the same
I
weekend,
don't
or
know how many of the people at Georgia Cup would have shot.
crossover?
I really don't. I couldn't tell you. um, but I do know that it was a little lower. Scott said something. I had 160, I think, last year. When we hosted the event,
Hmm.
I think it was 160. Qualified shooters to shoot the event, and so that's down just a little bit, but it's been at about 150. That's where it's been the last few
So
years.
you had, it's been being about 150, and you had 160 last year, and this year was 165.
No,
Or
no,
are you
no, no,
talking about
no,
the
no,
140?
no. The 140. I
Gotcha.
had one. I had
Okay.
160. So it was
Okay.
about 20. 30 different, whatever it was. So I mean, that was a little lower, but it's fine. It's we know where the economy's sitting right now. So
Yeah.
um, you know, and how things are going in this world today. So
Mhm.
it's
Scary times, but I don't know that that's a rabbit
no,
hole
it's not the rabbit hole we're going in.
for this
But
pod.
let's hit the highlights on this. I did post the list of all the shooters that shot the championship. So in semi-pro class, we had Zach Hill came in there and shot a 314 in semi-pro. That's pretty good.
That's pretty
50.
stout. 50-yard max,
50 yard
unknown.
unknown judging. In the men's 50, um, the highest score of the tournament was Jazz Leach with a 334. He had 17 12s.
Clean,
Yes, he has shot a clean round. Yes, sir.
clean, no eights.
No
Good
eights.
shooter.
Um, he was on it, doggone it, no doubt about it.
He was.
Um, the 45, that was good shooters. I shot with Jesse Garrett. He came in second. With a 316. We had a good time. I shot
Congratulations to Trey Moore for winning
Trey
that
Moore.
class.
Yep, 24 up. That ain't no shabby number.
No,
Uh, Cameron Ford in the men's known 40 330.
almost clean.
That's
And he's a young feller.
yeah, he is definitely a young fella
Got them young feller eyes.
for sure. Men's open 45. Old Brent Hood pulled it out with a 310.
It's good shooting.
Yep. Men's open 40. There was Arthur Clark with a 314.
Yep. Men's Hunter 45, which is your bow hunting setup,
with a,
essentially,
with a mover. You can have a moving
with
sight.
the mover.
Yep.
Matt Logan with a 309.
Hey, Jonathan Caldwell though, they were
That
close.
boy tough now.
They were
Caldwell's tough.
close.
So, I mean, that goes to show just how well Logan shot with,
Yep.
because I've known Jonathan, what, now
15,
15,
20
12
years.
years,
Yep.
longer than that. And
Oh yeah,
the boy can shoot. There's no doubt.
for sure.
So good shooting Matt, good shooting Johnson.
Yep. And the men's pins Hunter, Narvey pulled it out with a 312. His whole family, it's cool because his wife, him, his two daughters, they all shoot come and shoot at all the events. It's pretty cool, to have a family. What the family that shoots together stays together, and that
Right.
family definitely shoots together. So it's pretty cool.
And then in the men's 30 class, the men's pin 30, which is what we've always known as, I guess, novice,
Yep.
Eric Cool
Yep.
with a 96 and 412.
Yep. Senior men's open. was Craig
Humber.
Humber. Yep, with a 284. Good job. Senior known 50. That darn Clint Smith. He been doing good. Really nice guy. 305. You know, we've read his name on the
Hmm.
on several of the national levels. You know,
Yeah,
so
there's a name down there on the bottom sitting in third, old Mr. Alan Saunders. I got to give him a big old shout out. He's one of our guys.
yes, he is. I talked to him while he's down there. You know, it was cool to see him, Alan, and I actually saw Sean too. I mean, it was cool to see everybody. You know, so good shoot.
Senior known 45, Mr. Rodney Roberts with a 308.
Yep, he works down there with Wild Bill and Pooler.
Oh, my bad. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yep.
I'm
Oh,
sorry.
and old Taryn Meadows right behind him, you know, not far. Hadn't been shooting a lot, but Darren, you know, he always pushes his. I always
Mhm.
call it his cart. You know, he pushes his cart around with his bow in it.
Well, another shout out from the Southern guys because we don't have archery, target archery, kind of like it is up that way.
Yep,
Jeremy Kiefer,
that's right.
they've been in the shop several times over the last couple of years. Him and his wife, good shooting Jeremy. I think this is, if I remember correctly, he's still pretty new to the game.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly.
Well, senior pins. Oh, David Howell with a 300, and so that was good. Good. Congratulations to that.
Hmm.
Super senior.
I feel like I'm in that class, even though I'm not.
Oh, Dennis Page come out with it. Hugh said he saw. Hugh said he goes. I sucked it up today. I just couldn't do it. And I was like, I understand.
That's every day for me.
Yeah. Super senior known. That's where we
David
would.
Parson.
That's where we'd be. Is old David Parsons. He's been doing his thing and doing it. Super senior pins. Old Larry Painter done snuck
Oh,
up there on
coach.
top. Coach come up on top. So,
Jim right there in second place, right
that's right.
behind him.
Yep. Jim did get shooter of the year. Speaking of that,
Yeah,
so
I remember. I think I
on
seen
picture.
him post that.
That's a good job. And then senior masters, man. Uh
Barry Henderson.
man, I just and old Mose was we laughed and giggled. He shot with Alicia both days. And he is so funny. He's like, "You're a distraction."
He
Uh,
told her that.
yeah, he told her that. So back at the let's see, we had to run back. Senior Masters known Alan Roberts, first place. Good job.
Good shooting.
Women's known 45. Melindy Hawk, but she laid it up there.
Good shooting,
Three
Melinda.
315. Good job. Alicia was right there behind her, not
See
too
that?
far, you know. So
Yeah. She's come a
um,
long way in her game. I'm sure
yeah,
she probably wasn't stoked with that score, but
no.
she's come a long ways.
Yeah, to be I'll tell you what was she was happier more than anything else that she actually had people to shoot against this year. You know, because the last couple of
Mhm.
years she didn't have nobody in her class.
Right.
So that was just in general. Women's known 40. Oh, Corey Wright's wife, Rally Wright, said ended up with a 310.
Good shooting.
We was giving Scott was giving a heck said I don't have a belt buckle for you, but I do for her. To Corey. Corey, you didn't get this one either, but she did.
Yeah.
It
He's
was
got to live with that.
all day long.
I hope
Um,
she gives it to him.
yeah, she's moved on up. She's working good and shooting good and having a good time. So let's see, women's open 45.
Karen Rickles,
That's right.
which is that's a 45-yard unknown class.
Yep.
And these ladies are out there throwing down some really good scores. I
Oh,
should say,
for sure.
really
Yeah.
good scores.
Oh, yeah. Women's pins 40. So Teresa's not been shooting in the 40 pin class. She's been shooting in the women's pins 30.
Wow.
And so she went up to, I told her, I said, you got this. And she did. She got it. First place. Good job.
Mhm. Good shooting.
Shot a good score too. Um, women's pins 30. Natalie Hensley.
Mhm.
So congratulations there. Women's senior known was
Renee
Renee
Brown.
Brown. Came from Tennessee.
Came from Tennessee.
Yep.
That's a ride.
So, let's see.
The
Women's Super
women's
Senior, no,
mhm,
that's it. Margie Stout.
out
Yep. Good shooting. Bear bow recurve. Old stick and
Bruce
stringers, boy.
Buckler with
Yep.
a bare bow recurve with a 196. I couldn't shoot a 96 with a bare bow recurve.
That's right.
Good shooting.
Crossbow 40, Johnny and Becky, boy, Johnny pulled it out. He beat Becky by a little bit. So first and second right
Mhm.
there. Young adult open male. Oh, Andrew Land. Good shooting.
Good
Congratulations.
young adult open female.
That's right.
Sophia
Yep.
redeeming herself
Yeah.
in the state outdoor with a 312 and 7. Good shooting, girl.
Yeah, she did her thing. Young adult pins male, Landon Waters. He's been shooting real good. Congratulations on that. Young adult pins female, Kelsey Freeman. You know Kelsey, right?
Yeah,
So she's been doing her thing, shooting good. Youth open boys, that darn Frederick.
I ain't never heard them boys.
Oh, Clayton, 329. You know what that tells you?
2012.
But 2012s and a 5.
Yeah, oh yeah. With a 29, yeah, he's got a 5 somewhere.
Misset his sight or forgot to set his sight.
I've done
He
it.
he said, "I am so glad that I caught foam." And I was like, yeah, I understand that." Youth Open girls, Olivia.
Mhm.
She came from she's down from Savannah way, I think, and she came up and shot the event. Youth Pen boys, oh Luke
Lucas Freeman.
Freeman, that's right. Them Freemans, they'll be showing up every once in a while.
Oh yeah.
Youth Pens girls was Kaylee Garrett. She's been
Mhm.
she's been doing her thing. Let's see. Eagle Open boys was Bentley Stewart. Oh, Bentley, he's so fun. I laugh at it. He makes me laugh every time because he'll make a funny face or something. And I just giggle at him. Eagle Pens boys. Oh, Blake Garrett. See them all them Garretts getting up on the look.
Yeah, they got their names plastered all over this
All
thing.
over the place, Bubba. Right behind him, they doing their thing. Them Freemans and them Garretts, they just be rolling. Um, Eagle
Them are
Pen.
names that we can expect to see for years to come.
Oh, for sure. There's no doubt in my mind. Eagle Pens girls, Alexandra Kinsey. So,
Uh, is that Alexandra? Because
is
there's
it?
no L in there. Adrena,
Well, what is it?
Andrina Kinsey, maybe.
Adrena? Okay, I apologize. I murdered it. It's okay. But congratulations for shooting and winning in the Eagles Pens girls. So they had this pro class. We talked to Scott last week, and he talked about the little pro class. And so there were supposed to be different ones, right? Known versus unknown versus senior versus whatever. Well, they all decided just to put all their money in one pot, so they put it in the known distance.
So they all shot known. So Corey shot known.
Like I said, they all put it in the pot and shot known.
Okay.
Corey judged it.
So what?
Yeah, Corey judged it. I watched him. Never pulled his rangefinder out of his pocket. Not that I saw. But because
I mean, he's no rookie to this game.
no. We
You
was on
know,
the we was
Corey,
on we was on
Corey
the
flat
second half. Oh yeah, he can flat shoot. We was on the second half. He steps up there and he goes, "I see 33," because they're gonna, the other guys that he's with is judging. He goes, "That's where I'm gonna set it," and he just rolls it up there and does it. He goes, "I got upper." And I was like, "Looks like an upper to me." I said, "You missed it, Corey." He said, he said, "No, I didn't." that might have been exactly how he said it, but anyway,
with his normal swag.
yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah. So that's what happened. He judged most of those targets himself and still won it. So
good shooting, Corey.
yeah. So that's how that went. So
Well,
I don't have anything in the middle right here. We will have a guest next week. I do know that.
Do we know who?
Yes.
Can we talk about it?
Girls with Bows and Alicia.
Okay.
She's hosting an event the Saturday after that. And we'll talk about it a little bit. It's with Artemis. And they're, having an event at the shop for Girls with Bows and Artemis to help ladies get into archery. So.
Cool.
So she's going to come talk about that. If you haven't signed up for that event, I've posted it. She's posted it. Girls will is on their page. Sign up for the event if you're a female and you want to, even if you're into archery and not new to archery, you're still welcome to come and do, because it's cool to get all the ladies together and do their thing, So you're more than welcome to come and have some fun. They got raffling off a new elite bow, from what I understand.
Oh, cool.
So, and some other stuff. She'll talk all about it next week for sure.
Well, good deal.
But if you're a female and you're interested in archery, or you want to just hang out with more females that are interested in archery, sign up for that event. You can find that at Girls with Bows on their Facebook and whatever. Cool. So, yeah. So that's what that is. You put your bow together yet? No.
No, Nick, we're still planning on doing.
I know. I understand.
Nick, they're in the process of buying a house. They actually close on Friday, I believe, was their closing date.
Okay.
So, yeah, and he's been running around.
Speaking of all that, when is your grace period or whatever? So
our closing date is tentatively scheduled for August the 9th, I believe.
Okay.
Which I told him yesterday that, hey, if we can close sooner than that, we'll be glad to. But it's kind of out of our hands right now. But yeah, it's all in the
paperwork process for sure.
Inspection's done.
Yeah.
The repair order request has been accepted, so that stuff's got to happen.
Yeah, that's what all this 30-day of back and forth. Make sure I know how it works. But I understand. Wish you the best to make sure it all goes through and be done.
We're trying. Any prayers that anybody want to add that to the little in their prayers or whatever
in their list?
Gladly, we would gladly appreciate it. But
for sure.
Part of the process. And we've got Customer Appreciation Day. Our Customer Appreciation Day at Shiver is August the 10th.
10th.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we don't have 1 day.
Yeah, y'all have changed it up a little bit and kind of do it a little different now.
Yeah, we have something called Dealer Days, and it will be every weekend in August.
Cool.
A different group. In other words, could
That's working out pretty well.
Yes, it really has. And I'll tell you, it's weird how it works. When we advertise the group that we're trying to do, right? So let's just say Hoyt, Easton, Hamsky,
So Jeff.
Yeah, Jeff. So you get Jeff there, and the people that come are looking for his products.
Right.
They're not looking
for those lines.
So those lines get all the attention that weekend. If we have any deals, steals, and so forth, that's the weekend for that line. The cool part about it is you don't get overwhelmed with a zillion people asking a zillion questions, because they're all coming for one line.
Mm-hmm.
And it just sort of trickles it apart on each thing. So,
well, cool. I'm kind of intrigued by that. We're still running the.
Yeah, I know, and that's fine. I mean, I mean, it's worked. We did it both ways, and it's worked good. So, so you're saying the 9th, right?
Yeah, I don't know that's going to be the date.
I know, I understand.
That's the tentative date, and then once that happens, I shouldn't say that. It's busy.
I know.
A lot to do.
Yep.
Moving, moving,
slinging. Yep.
Yeah.
So I was just all I'm doing is looking at the calendar
Yeah,
because
I know what you're looking for, and I know
Yep,
what you're thinking, and
I know.
there's no way that I can
I know
commit
you
right now.
can't. I know you can't commit to anything, but I'm just.
'Cause if it gets pushed back a week or 2 weeks, depending upon how
Yep.
long it takes for this repair order request to
Yep.
been accepted, but it's gotta happen.
Yep.
And then the appraiser's gotta go in, and so, I mean, we could potentially close a few days early, we could potentially close 2 weeks late, I don't know.
Oh yeah, I understand that, but that's what I was doing. I was just looking at. I was just looking
Yeah,
at
I
the
know where you
calendar.
was going,
Um,
I know,
because there's
I
I have
know.
been asked a billion times about this, and so it's going to happen. Even if I have to go down there and
Yeah,
drive all the way down there and throw you in my truck and drive all the way back.
yeah, that's probably not gonna happen
Oh, watch me.
because I gotta be able to get back.
I'll drive you back.
Yeah, how long is it gonna
Uh,
take for that to happen?
it don't matter. After we finish shooting.
Yeah.
So
I want it to happen, I'd like to do it.
I
It's
know.
um,
I understand that. I'm just looking and trying to get it figured out. Where
I know.
I have a date that we're gonna we may tentative it after me and you talk and go from there. So
Well,
you know,
yeah,
but
I right now the house comes first,
oh,
unfortunately, so
I
kinda
mean,
gotta put it forefront
if you want
and
to sleep in a cardboard box, you're more
not
than welcome to.
no, not particularly.
I didn't think so. So anyway, we done talked enough on the on the break, and we didn't go down no big rabbit holes. Thank goodness.
No, I'm looking forward to having Alicia on next week.
Yep, that'd be
Enjoyed
cool.
having Scott on last week.
Yep, Scott next week, and then we got a couple others that are in the mix that in the lineup. That we can start, especially when the season is running down, like as
Mhm.
far as tournament season.
Which we're
And
getting there.
oh yeah, I mean, essentially we have one more national tournament,
Mhm.
the
That
classic.
we yeah, well, I don't know about IBO, but you got one
No, the
more
IBO
ASA.
finished this past weekend.
So they're done.
Triple Crown done this
Okay,
weekend.
so there's one more national event.
Yep, first week in August. So, first
Couple weeks,
weekend in August, which is the end
about
of
3 weeks away.
yep, something like that. But let's talk about who's shooting this weekend. The USA JOAD Nationals in
Albuquerque, New
Mexico.
Mexico.
They started their practice day today. So, if you're a Georgia archer and you're out in New Mexico and you're listening to this, best of luck to you. There are some Georgians out there. I do know that the Martins are out there. Jake and the girls
Mhm.
are out there.
Taking the
So,
crew.
yep.
Well,
And
good luck.
so I do know some others that are out there too, but Jake sent some messages or some pictures I saw that on Facebook today. So good luck to y'all for sure. That starts. I guess they start their first scoring round tomorrow because it's practice day today, and then goes all the way through. So it'll be Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So
Mhm.
because they'll shoot.
Hopefully, it's not scorching 30 billion degrees.
I don't know. You never
I'm
know.
pretty sure it probably is.
Um, there were several things scheduled on this. And I'm not positive that all of these are good. Coastal Empire was scheduled. Not
Mhm.
sure that that's going to happen for Saturday. Ogeechee Bowman is on the list for Sunday, and R&D did cancel their event.
Okay.
So I haven't seen any post that says they are or ain't and whatever. So I know that Ogeechee's planning on doing their shoot, and I did see the R&D was not doing theirs, but I didn't see Coastal go, "Hey, come on," because they're pretty good about that, But after the debacle of the rain,
Mhm.
took some took some what do you call it? Air out of the
Being out of the
sails.
sales, yeah.
Yeah. So who knows? Oh, due to the amount of rain, that's the last thing I saw. So that's July through 3rd. So, yep, that's the last thing he's got. So I haven't seen anything else. I don't know. Maybe he's not having. I don't know.
Don't
I
know.
didn't message him because I haven't had time.
Come on now.
Yeah. Okay. Um, It's archery season, dude.
Yeah.
60 days.
60.
60.
2 months.
60 days.
Yep.
What's that? 8 Fridays?
Something like that.
8 Fridays. Can you oh my gosh.
Got in here. We talked about it. We knew it was coming, and then all
It's
of a sudden,
here.
it's like,
It's here. I will say that this year has flown by.
exactly what I was just.
Oh my gosh. I mean, I really didn't even think about how many episodes we've done. One a week since the beginning of the year, and we've and have gotten it, and covered it. I mean, it's crazy.
Yes, yes, it has.
It's definitely strange that it's moved so fast. But
From what I understand, that happens as you get older. It seems like time goes by faster.
so what are you trying to tell me? I'm old?
Yep. Yep. I think that's what it is.
I did shoot I shot at all 30 targets this weekend.
You shot at all 30.
I did. I slung arrows at all 30 targets this weekend.
Did you hit all 30?
28. Yeah. I called breakdown after the second miss.
I didn't know Bowtex could break down.
Wasn't the Bowtech, but my rest came loose on the cable. And 12 yards difference on the sight tape when your rest don't work like it's supposed to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I was honestly, I was super happy with haven't had any practice to go out there and shot, sort of middle of the pack. I was happy with the first 15 targets. I wasn't mad. And my rest seemed like it was moving. So I was like, I'm going to lock it down. So I did. And I didn't check it when I locked it down. And
locked it down in the wrong spot.
Oh, yeah. 12 yards wrong.
Yeah, so you was hitting low?
Oh, I hit under the target. Yes, sir.
Looks like I.
So it was a little out, but and it was just the cable had come loose, and then that's things that happen, and when a guy that doesn't work on his equipment very often, and just takes it out there and goes to work, that's what happens.
Cable come loose.
Yeah, I'm not gonna throw nothing, but it's fixed now.
That's what matters.
Yeah. So and it has been shooting really good. And it was funny. So that was the first 2 targets on the second half. So I got to shoot with Danielle, right? Oh, you
No.
Okay.
No.
So I shot with a gentleman, Jeremiah Davis.
I know Jeremiah.
Yep. And I shot with Jesse Garrett.
Mm-hmm.
And then I shot with Danielle. That Danielle's like, what? Gets to shooting a senior class now. So, it was awesome. Been a while since I've shot with him. We shot.
Oh, yeah.
You know how many times we shot Christian bow hunters with him together?
12 years ago?
Yeah, that's what he said. He's been since 2019 is the last tournament besides the qualifier he shot.
That he shot.
Yep. Yeah. 19.
Yeah. So it's been many years since y'all shot together.
Yes. That was the thing, is he hasn't shot a tournament since 2019 until this year. And this was the 5th tournament he shot. And he shot 8 up on the first half.
He didn't forget how to do it.
I was going to say he didn't forget how to do it.
No.
But
Corey, Ezra, all them boys could always shoot.
Oh, for sure. We had a good time. It was fun. So we shot the first half, went back. I went to fix my rest, and I really should have just gone down there and shot it at the bags. But I thought I got it where it's supposed to be. Got to the first target, drew back, anchored, shoot. Jesse goes, Mr. Chandler, did you forget to move your sight? I was like, no, my sight's right. I was like, I don't know. It's something. I thought it was right. So I should have not shot the second one, but I did. And then went back. The second one was longer. I cut some yardage, and I knucked him in the elbow on the on the plastic leg. I was like, "Yeah, give me my cards, fellas. I'm gonna go call breakdown so I could get it fixed." And I did. I got it fixed. I come back and I missed the 12 by this much over the top of it. And I'm like, okay, so because the sight tape was good. The bow didn't change in speed. I just had to get the marks back.
Mm-hmm.
So and it ended up like 12 yards off. So yeah, that's a lot. But I moved the pointer, moved the sight tape, and come back. I got it back at 20, went back out to 40 and hit it, and then I shot it at 50 just to make sure the mark was good, and it worked. So I had a good time. I mean, don't get me wrong. That's my last hurrah in that other class. In that other class, I'm done. That class is no longer for me.
That's right. You turned like 100.
No, half of that, but yes, that's it. I will be shooting with the other guys in the senior class. So
you're old.
I am old. I don't care. You can tell me I'm old, but I'm just happy that.
I think I got more gray than you do, though.
Yeah, I don't know. It's getting bad.
Waiting on all this paperwork to come back and going through underwriting. I told Alicia, I said, I think I can feel my hair turning gray as we speak.
I feel you. I tell you what's funny though is that's my last hurrah in that class. But I mean the biggest changes. I mean competition is competition. There's some good competition in that other class.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, you're.
No, it's not like
It may be getting a little more difficult for you, even though you don't know it.
100%. But at least this is how I feel. Those guys put their glasses on to read their sight tape.
Same way you do.
Same way I do. They're not going to be talking about the new game. We was joking about that. I joked about that with Jonathan Caldwell. And I was telling him, I get to go in the class. He's got a few years left before he goes in. And he's like, I'm sort of tired of competing with the kids. He said, I was competing with Red, which is Owen's son.
Mm-hmm. Owen's son.
Yeah. And he was telling about this new video game or something like that. And he goes, look, son,
I'm way above that.
He said, we have nothing in common to talk about some video games. So, but I said, that's the way I feel. You walk in and don't get me wrong. I enjoy shooting with everybody. All ages, we have a blast. And It was fun. It was great. The RBO crew, the crew did a phenomenal job.
They always do.
Yeah, they did a phenomenal job. Great course. That for that moved different. It was not exactly the same as we've shot before. So there was a bunch of good things, bunch of different things, and it was it had a Kentucky look there for a little bit. It was a little dark in some spots on the range that I shot.
Me and Scott.
And then so it was good. We had a good time. Next week, let's see, we got that, and we talked about who's what, when, where.
Yeah, we're kind of closing this thing down.
Yes, we are. I was gonna say 60 days. If you need strings and cables on your bow, take your bow to the bow shop this weekend. 100%. Don't wait. I mean, it's too. You're gonna get to the point where you're not gonna be able to hunt with it open a weekend.
It's not because we don't want you to hunt.
No, it has nothing to do with that. It just has to do with the straight mass of people that's going to be doing the exact same thing last minute. Oh my gosh, got to get a bow fixed. Mm-hmm. So go get your bow fixed, get it checked out, get you some arrows built, get out there and shoot. If there's somebody running a league shooting on the close to you, go by and check it out. Have some time, some fun. Look, the best part about it, you're shooting with other people in the air conditioning most of the time at league. So where can everybody find all our information from there?
At the www.georgiaarchery.com.
Yep, that web page has the calendar of all this information that we talk about, and it has all the pictures that we took for the weekend at the ASA. At the state championship is all up on the website, so be sure to check those out. If you have a question, you want us to talk about some things, as we did, we've gotten some more comments that we're going to work out and build probably a whole podcast about. You can send those messages in a comment on anything that we have, or you can email me at
GeorgiaArchery@gmail.com.
You also can please like, share, and follow all of our social medias. It helps. It helps the algorithm find us more and get more people to find us. If you didn't hear your club mentioned because we didn't have the information, the only way we can get the information is if you send it to us. So there are several clubs that are having different shoots coming up that we'll be talking about. The churches always do their hunt and shoots, and we all have, most of the places do hunt and shoot. So we'll be talking about those and some leagues that are coming up. I know Salem does their league for a few weeks over there. You'll do your hunting league. We'll do our hunting league. And, I'm not sure who else is, but if you are doing one, send me the message and I will talk about it on here. And we just want people to shoot. So,
Oh yeah.
but let's see. Before I say the last part, take someone, teach them how to shoot a bow. It will last them a lifetime.
All right.
Until next time, come on.
I'm Robbie.
And I'm Big John. We'll see you.